Verstappen's getting a bit salty again after the Grand Prix the other day. He's was hit with reliability issues in Q2 when his drive shaft failed. That meant he had to start the grid in 15th, and he managed to scrape his way back to second, which was really good. However, they did tell him to slow down a little bit because they were worried that the same thing would happen again in the closing stages of the race. So he came in second behind Sergio Perez. It's a good 1-2 for Red Bull, and it shows that they are in a very good position this season. But he said in an interview, he said, personally, I am not happy. He said, I'm not here to be second, especially when you are working very hard at the factory to arrive here in good state and make sure everything is spot on. And you have to do a recovery race, which I like. I don't mind doing it. But when you're fighting it out for a championship and it looks like it is only two cars, we have to make sure the two cars are reliable. Now, Nico Rosberg had something to say about this. He said it is not good to see that, really. Also on Saturday, he left the track very quickly and skipped the team meeting, apparently. That is what we have been told. Now, apparently he had an upset stomach, which is probably the reason why he skipped the meeting. So I wouldn't read too much into that. I think he hasn't been that well for that weekend anyway. This is not a good approach. It's not good mentally this early in the season when the team has done such a brilliant job with the car and is working so hard. He could be a little bit more gracious, I would say. And I would say the same. I mean, I think some of it is the perceived issues that he has with Sergio Perez. I think that there's a bit of friction there, and I think he perhaps isn't quite happy finishing second behind him. I think he wants to beat Perez this season, and I think finishing behind him when Perez had a more reliable car, I think probably irked him a little bit. But hey, this is a professional sport. He's got to put his big boy pants on, and he's got to accept that sometimes these things happen. So we'll have to wait and see how this progresses. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments as always.